after like I took into consideration the time, the resources, US would be the best choice. The US is the safer and slightly better choice.
Hi everybody, I am Oscar from Master's College and today we are here with David. We work all the applications to US universities and others together and we are very happy for his successful story. Hi David, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing really good, Oscar.
Excellent, David. Okay, maybe we can start telling us where you're from and where do you study, maybe a little bit of your background.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so, I was originally from China and I've been there for around 8 years. And then I first moved to Ecuador for 6 years, a huge chunk of my life. And recently I've been in Peru for around 2 years, made a lot of friends, and currently I am studying in FDR.
Okay, right. Okay, how do you like Peru during this time?
So in Peru, it's been amazing. I've made a lot of great friends and I can say that they really treat me like, I've been there for a long time. As well as I love the Peruvian food and I've been to a lot of restaurants and my impression is that the people here, they are like really generous and kind.
Okay, excellent. Okay, maybe tell us, when you came to South America, do you speak either Spanish or English?
When I first came to South America, no, like maybe 2 words like hello and goodbye. And that's about it. Like I had literally like zero knowledge in both English and none in Spanish.
What would you recommend to somebody who maybe his English is a little bit rusty maybe? What would you recommend him to do in order to get better?
Well, first you would need to have practice. So what I did was when I first came to South America, I was enrolled in this program called ESS. And it's basically a special education program that my school offered, which basically pairs you up with like teachers who helps you improve your English. And also you have to do a lot of practice outside of school. I was on this website called RAS Kids, and basically, a lot of like comprehensive and grammatical work to improve like your understanding of the language.
Okay. Do you find English or Spanish very, very different from Chinese?
Yeah, it's pretty different because in Chinese you have pinyin, which is like how you pronounce things, and then you have to actually like know the letters as well. I guess English and Spanish is a little related because they have both Latin roots, but because Chinese is kind of like super different, it took me a while to like get the handle of all 3 languages.
Okay. So would you say to somebody that, he's not very good at English, would that be some impediment or some difficulty in order to maybe get better in English and finally apply to a US university?
Like, do you mean like if he needs to improve on his English?
Right, or in other words, do you think it's impossible to get better in English to a level in which you can apply to a US university?
No, I think, as long as you have like a basic understanding, you can then like work to improve by talking with other people. Like if you're in an English school, you can always practice with your classmates. Like all you need to do is to know how to write. And then you can work on, I guess, like your oral abilities or whatever.
Okay, excellent. Now, tell me, when did you decide to study and apply to a US university?
I think it was like 4 months ago, I guess.
Okay.
So our school was like, you need to start beginning to consider to apply to universities. My parents as well, they're like, you should start, considering your future. I was thinking of going to university or college because, I would like to improve, put the knowledge that I've learned in school to a better use. And that is through the universities.
Right.
And so here I am.
Okay, when you were considering these universities, or maybe just applying to the United States universities, were you considering other countries as well, or how was the decision just to apply to the United States?
Okay, so I'm considering majoring in finance,
Mm-hmm.
and of all the major financial centers in the world, the US is one of the top choices.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I've considered, maybe going to the UK, that's a good one, or maybe in Australia, Sydney, that's another good one. But unfortunately, after I took into consideration the time, the resources, I'm thinking maybe putting an emphasis on the US would be the best choice, because in the UK, I think their grading system was a little different, meaning all the universities set you a very strict standard you have to meet.
Right.
If you don't reach that, in the finals, if you somehow mess up in a test or something, then they would just rescind your application. Even if they accepted you before, they will take it back. Mm-hmm. So for me, a safer choice would be universities in the US where others before me who are also studying finance from China also went and they stayed there. So for me, it's it's the US is the safer and slightly better choice.
Okay.